Hey everybody, XentziS here, and welcome back to more BattleTech. So, before we get started, obviously there's a couple of things different here. I'll be offering some updates and a disclaimer. So disclaimer first, this video was actually recorded after the next 4 episodes. The last time I played this story mission, it was in the middle of a block. In fact, it was actually at the start of a block recording session that I did that went on for about I don't know, 3 hours or so. And then when I finally finished it, I set all the videos to upload, and every one besides the first one uploaded, which is kind of annoying because it's the first bit of that block. It was episode 21. So we had 22 through 5, but no 21. So I tried to get it uploaded. I contacted YouTube and no dice. So rather than really fuss over it, I'm just going to replay the mission later on, obviously. And then I'll just put it in line with the rest of the videos. I've got everything privated, so you won't notice a breach in schedule, but understand that what ends up happening in this video will not be reflected in the future ones, because all my future saves are based off of what happened at the end of the last one, with what kind of salvage we got, what kind of injuries we sustained. So just something to keep in mind. Also, I have a new mic setup, and my webcam is on. I figured, what the hell, most YouTubers and streamers use face cams or whatever to kind of show their reactions, and I thought, why don't I? Not really sure about the positioning that I have it at right now. I'm kind of wondering if I should put it on my main screen where I'm actually playing my game, so I'm actually looking at you guys all the time. But I don't know. I had it set up that way in a previous desktop setup that I had, and I just really wasn't satisfied with it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and if you want it to be more in front of me than on the side, we can change that. Also, let me know how the mic setup sounds. Kind of refining my sound setup because I can't really hear it. I'll watch this video back after I'm done and see how it sounds and make adjustments as I go, but I love the feedback. And one last thing, I installed some mods. So I got a bunch of game-changing mods that I'm going to be doing after I finish this playthrough, so like BattleTech, BTA. I found an extended 3025 that I've heard nothing about, so I want to look into that as well. As far as this save goes, what I've done is added what I think is a mech pack. It's JK underscore something or another, so we'll see if that actually adds in anything new to the game. And then I added in a little mod that makes it so you can see pilot health, which will be great when we're trying to get knockdowns or salvage. And I got a sound pack. I don't know if I'm going to keep all of the gun sounds for the sound pack. I know that I want the PPC because it's the MW4 sounds, so the PPC has that shriek back. But I don't know if I'm going to like the missiles or the autocannons or the machine guns, so we're going to find that out as we go. So with all of that being out of the way, all of that information, let's go ahead and play this mission. It's called Served Cold. Anvelt, in orbit, first moon of Smithen. As you heard, House Corrosis has suffered greatly at the hands of the Directorate. We can't change that, but we can show Lord Corrosis that we're his allies, and that our word can be trusted. We need his help with our data archive, yes, but that isn't why I agreed to this mission. If we are to prevail against the Directorate, I must unite the founding houses under the Restoration's banner. Without their support, we'll have no way of replacing our losses. Understood, Lady Arano. Let's get into the specifics of this job he's given us. I seem to remember something about a dropship. Yes, she's called the New Grange. She's a transport vessel, ostensibly civilian, named for an old line of yard ships. The New Grange has been certified for commercial flight in the Directorate, the Capella Confederation, and the Tarian Concordat. In all other ways, she's completely unremarkable. At least, that's what her official paperwork says. Uh-huh. And what's the real story? The New Grange is running weapons into the Aurigan Reach to supply the Directorate's war effort. Her crew has been using an old commercial port on Anvelt to fuel up between trips. Ships like this one could help to explain the Directorate's unexpected strength of arms. It's in our interest to destroy it. According to the intel we've been given, the New Grange is carrying more armor than any Union-class dropship has any right to. Attacking her directly will be a waste of time. Thankfully, Lord Madeira has found us an alternative approach. The Anvelt fueling station was designed for civilian use. It isn't a hardened target, and its components can't withstand a sustained attack. If we go in while the New Grange is fueling and blow the station's primary fuel reservoir, her armor won't count for much. The resulting explosion will smash her like an egg. It sounds like a workable plan. Let's move forward. Hang on a second, boss. If his job were as easy as blowing up a fuel tank, XentziS would have done it himself already. So what's the catch? I mean, why send us after such an easy target? Lord XentziS sent the last remnants of his personal guard after Newgrange 2 weeks ago. A lance of hardened mech warriors. They were summarily destroyed. A complete loss, and there were no survivors. That doesn't worry me. We can handle anything they throw at us. I admire your confidence, but we should approach this drop with an abundance of caution. Bring the strongest lance you can field, and keep your eyes open while you're on the moon's surface. And I'd recommend bringing a heat-efficient lance if possible. Anvel's atmosphere and climate will quickly overwhelm your heat sinks if you're not careful. No time like the present. I'll assemble my team. And I'll be with you on the comms. Good hunting, Overlord. Okay, I think we'll run with this lance because this has worked in the past. Let's go. Yeah, this is a little different from how most of my videos have been structured, but I'm kind of excited about this. I feel like I'm just one step closer to being a real YouTuber or whatever. I do want to make adjustments to my webcam. I do feel like it's a little yellow. I don't feel like it's as like... I feel like it's, I guess, kind of too bright. At the same time, it's too dark. There's too much yellow in the color. So I do want to see if I can change my lighting setup or something like that to make it a little more natural feeling and looking.
Command interface initiated.
There's a lot of activity on the ground, Commander. It looks like the Newgrange is being prepped for launch. You're going to have a tight timetable to get in there and blow the station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. I'm seeing turret emplacements and light BattleMech activity on the ground, but it appears that the security detail we were warned about is off-site, for now. Sumeri will be monitoring her sensors for any sign of incoming dropships. She's got that right, Commander. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know. And I advise you to be wary of his secondary landing pad, up here on the ridge. If I were dropping a defensive lance, that's where I'd do it.
Good hunting, Commander.
Let's go.
I'll be running ops for you from here. On my way.
Enemy detected.
I also made some changes to my settings for the camera angles and whatnot in the cinematics. I might make changes to those as time goes on.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so right off the bat, I think I want Decker to come down here and take a couple pot shots at that commando. His to hit isn't great. We're in a sensor lock, actually. That should improve our to hit for everyone else.
Receiving you.
So now when Behemoth jumps down obnoxiously
Engaging
far right
junction.
on top of him, she can just unload. I don't mind the SRM sound effect so much. It's kind of cool. I don't know how I feel about the autocannon though. I kind of miss the old autocannon. That just feels like too, I don't know, heavy, I guess. Might make that adjustment after this video. And I'll probably make some adjustments to the cinematics, because I'm now starting to remember why I got rid of him in the first place. You got the catapult in position, and he's got great hit chances, so we're just going to open up.
All weapons committed.
So I don't detect any new laser sounds, but that's okay.
Enemy mech destroyed.
I hear ya. Uh-huh.
I'll have a Thunderbolt come around this way. Yeah, actually, we're going to change the cinematic stuff now, just because that's... I think this was how I had it set up before. Okay, and then we'll just have her brace because she can't do anything right now anyways. Yeah, I don't really care for that heavy gravelly sound. I'm also curious if it's supposed to have laser sound effects. I'm gonna need to look into that.
Got got a lock.
Probably should have reserved Decker.
Stand
But we're
by.
already in, so we might as well make do with what we got. We're gonna head in
Affirmative.
here. What kind of difference? And we go from 70 to 90? Nah, we'll go with the standard. I don't mind the SRM sound effects, though. I kind of like the weight of the missiles. It feels almost like Mech Commander 2. But I really wish I had the laser sounds from
Damage
MechWarrior
minimal.
4. Or Mech Commander 2. AC5 and AC5, so that's what they're running right now. We're gonna have Overlord come in, and then we're gonna have Overlord use the precision strike, and he's gonna aim CT, side torso. He's got ammo in there. If I get a crit, that just gives me better accuracy. We'll aim CT.
All weapons committed.
Got him all over the place.
Waiting for orders.
And we'll have Glitch mosey on in, and then we're gonna have Glitch. She's gonna precision strike because her to hit sucks. We're gonna unload into this. Actually, yeah, we're gonna unload into this Wolverine.
Commencing alpha strike. Bang! You're dead.
I don't feel like those missiles are very different. I feel like it's just louder and bassier. I'm starting to think the only sound effect that I'm gonna keep is the PPC. Which I haven't even heard yet, but I mean, I know what it sounds like.
Move order received.
He has ammo in his CT. What? Does this have crit? No, it just does the extra damage and extra stability. Late game is really fun because then you've got crit, lasers, and missiles.
Oh, I'm wounded.
Well, the pilot health displays properly, but the PPC sound effect didn't go off.
Good to
Why
go.
is that?
Roger that.
I'm gonna have to check my mods, because it's supposed to have, the right sounds.
Damage minimal.
I'm kind of frustrated by that. We'll just take out the shadow, I guess.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
What to do here? I think that we're gonna have a Thunderbolt
Don't need
rain
to
into
tell
the
me
Shadowhawk.
Firing everything I've got.
Okay, so the health is being displayed properly. Good.
there's more where
So I mean
that
that
came from.
works. I've got no idea about the mechs yet, and I've got no eyes on lasers at all, or the sound effects for the energy weapons. The missile sound effects and the autocannon sound effects work just fine, but I don't like those very much.
What's up, boss?
Get death from above. No, that's a terrible idea. I think what we're gonna do here is kind of get in his back arc. I don't want to be too much in the... Actually, here's what we're gonna do with him. We're gonna get him in his back arc, but we're not gonna shoot at him. Instead, we're gonna take out the turret generator. I'm assuming I can shoot at it. Yeah, I can.
Firing on target.
Kaboom.
Flatten that one.
Yeah, it's not the right PPC sound, and all the lasers sound...
Damage.
I'll do a reinstall of that,
Receiving.
and we'll see in the... I guess what'll be episode 26 if it works, and then if it still doesn't, then I'll just remove it entirely and go back to vanilla. Can I actually just move up and melee him? Yes, I can.
Moving out. Time for physical attack.
No more PPC. And he's hurting bad, but now the Shadowhawk can go and melee my catapult. Oh, not a fan.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage. objects.
He's only got 1 health left, so if I
Enemy
knock him
mech.
down, he's
Critical
done.
damage detected.
What can I do for you?
So, is that how I want to do it, though?
Got it.
What the hell? This might honestly just kill him anyway. Yep, because there goes the side torso, so he's done.
Did you see that? Did you
I'm not
see
really
it?
worried about salvage or anything like that, just because I've already beaten this level before, which feels kind of lame that you guys have to watch it under those circumstances, because it feels like then no matter what happens, I could like lose a pilot or something like that, and I won't have to live with the consequences, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm pretty bummed that my original video didn't get uploaded, but it just wouldn't work for some reason. I don't know why. Cool. So
Commander,
now I got Behemoth, who I want to take out the turret generator.
on my way.
Generators down, Commander. That should take their turrets offline.
Engaging target.
This is the captain of a new Grange. Hold your fire, damn it! We're a civilian transport, not a military dropship. I know what you are. Power down your engines and surrender, or your ship will be destroyed. I can't do that. I repeat, hold your fire. There are unarmed people on this vessel. We've got a hold full of passengers, and you'll be murdering them if you destroy that tank. I already know what your ship is carrying, and it isn't civilians, Captain. I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you refuse, what happens next will be on your head, not mine. Listen to reason and power down. Now! They've cut the comm feed, Lady Arano. I'm picking up increased activity on my sensors. They're making a run for it. Then they've left us no choice. We're blowing the fuel reservoir.
Let's do what we came here for, Commander. Take that dropship out.
Good to go. Target acquired.
That's done it. The new Grange is down. That should satisfy our obligation to Lady Corosas.
Incoming
Heads up,
transmission.
Commander. Enemy dropship is coming in hot. Incoming transmission. You fool. Do you have any idea what you've just done? You'll pay for that with your life, mercenary filth. Victoria, if I'd known you'd be here, I'd have taken the field myself. A pity you didn't. We could have ended this war here and now. I suppose I'll have to content myself with your prized mercenaries. Watch as I tear them to shreds. Kaboom.
I've been sensor locked.
Orders. I copy.
We're in a precision strike just because of the better hit chances.
Reporting. Major armor lock.
Oh, we're gonna have a catapult sprint, so I can get in closer sooner.
My armor's getting stripped off. Good
Okay,
to go.
and then we'll have the Thunderbolt come in too.
Moving fast.
Oh wait, the PPC sound effect is occurring.
Reporting. Heavy damage.
Interesting. I didn't hear it before, maybe
Standing by.
because I'm not the one shooting the PPC, but it's actually playing. How very interesting. Is there a place I can go where I can get... Okay, well there I get a beat on the catapult, but not on the fire starter, really? Also, my to-hit chances suck.
Taking the shot.
Not worried about salvage. Ow. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'd like to be as reasonable to the continuity as possible, so I'm not just going to play it really foolishly and just put myself out there for nothing. We're going to go ahead and actually play this safely.
Engaging target.
Oh, this is going to be harsh. I know that in the initial playthrough that I did, I ended up losing an entire side torso, and I was really annoyed about it. It was really
You
unfortunate.
betcha.
I feel like I should be focusing the dragon and the catapult, but the catapult's already taking damage.
You swine! I will tear your mech in two!
Another hit like that and you're toast.
Yep, it is playing the PPC sound effect. Cool. So I don't have to replace that. That's kind of neat. I like and appreciate that.
Orders?
Oh, part of me feels like I should just... Yeah, we're gonna do it like
Copy that.
Because I want him to stay cool, because he's already running really hot. I don't want to jump in the Oh, there goes the MG ammo. Just completely blew her CT out.
It's not possible! I can still win this!
Uh-huh. Sure you can.
Ready for orders.
We're gonna Behemoth stay in cover so she doesn't get her CT blown out. Okay. And now I'll have Overlord come up, and then Overlord can't precision strike, but he's gonna unload, and I think... Oh, the Centurion's got an AC-10. We're gonna do Centurion. Oh god, yep, there it is. At least it wasn't a double
Weapon
floss.
system destroyed.
I hear ya. On my
Then
way.
I'd be really peeved. Eh, better hit chances. Kaboom. Oh, come on. Not the... I don't mind the sound of the machine guns. I don't mind that at all.
Armor breached.
Yes,
Internal
Commander.
damage.
What are we gonna do with the Panther? I think we're gonna move him up.
Position confirmed.
Precision strike at the arm with the AC-10. How much does it need? 100? We'll take the overheat damage.
My heat sinks can't vent
Didn't
fast
do enough.
I'm taking damage.
We're gonna have Behemoth just chill out. Yeah, here goes the side torso.
Detecting mech warrior injury.
His heat's critical too now, though.
Good to go. I read you, Commander. Moving out. Got it.
Oh god. That's not good at all. There we go. No more AC-10 for you.
Critical damage detected.
Yep, still shooting you. Oh god, it's not good.
Damage minimum. Warning. Heat exceeding
Standing by.
recommended level.
Got it.
Looking at 160. Significantly less.
Firing.
Standing by.
I'm gonna have Behemoth sit
Bracing
back
for
there until
impact.
there's one mech left, and then she'll rush. Because she's only got 30 left in her CT. If she gets hit by, like, pretty much any shot, she's done. That's
Waiting
at
on
the
you,
end. And I
Commander.
really would prefer to not have that be the event that occurs. I think I want to do a multi-target here. I think I want to throw the L-arms at him. That looks like all I'm gonna do. Oh yay, I hit his leg. That... Boy. Okay, yeah, so he's hurting too. This is really
Warning.
bad.
Armor breached. Internal damage.
That's gonna overheat me, seriously? Okay, then I need to shoot somebody that I can do a killer hit with one shot like that. He's only got 1 health left. If he loses that side torso, he's done. That fire starter is gonna, yep, heat me up again. Oh great, it shut down.
Warning.
Okay, so my catapult is quite possibly going to explode this turn. Take the calculator overheat damage.
Firing all weapons.
Open up his
Watch
CT.
my heat levels.
Please just take his... Okay, that works too. I guess. It's not really ideal for what I would have liked to happen, but it's gonna have to do. He's getting back up. He's gonna blow right through my griffin or my catapult. Someone is going to die this turn. Or not.
What can I do for you?
Let's bring the Thunderbolt in close. I want the Thunderbolt to be the target. His rear armor is open. His side armor is open. It makes more sense to unload into him. And there he goes. Oh, down on his knees and then dead. There it is. Catapult destroyed.
Let's get fired up. There's
That
work
didn't
to
happen
do.
in my main game.
Got it.
But that still sucks. Oh,
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
no CT destroyed yet? Really? Oh, and here comes the Griffin destruction. No, shooting the Thunderbolt. Oh, great. Mech shut down.
Minor
Fantastic.
damage. Shutting down.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, Behemoth come up and melee this guy right in the back.
On the move. Putting my weight into it.
That's all you did was you took out an arm.
Commander?
Kind of disappointing. Now the dragon, who is going to kill the Griffin. Or not. Got lucky there.
Come on, Neck Warriors. It's go time.
Copy that.
Please just kill him.
Locked on. Rear armor.
There it is.
That's a kill.
One more. It's that fire starter. I really hope I don't lose another mech.
Damage?
You know, I like the machine gun sound. I just don't like the autocannon missiles.
Commander.
There he is. Alright. Good thing it's my guy. Not that it really matters at all, because... whatever. Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done, Dr. Murad. Does the Argo have an empty storeroom that could serve as a makeshift brig? I'm sure that something could be arranged, Lady Rono. Then arrange it, and get a lock on Lady Espinosa's ejection pod. She's coming with us.
Mission successful.
I guess grab whatever appeals to my fancy. Not that any it's gonna matter. So yeah, that was grueling. Yikes. There she is. Family reunion in Orbit Anvelt. Victoria, I've been waiting 3 years for this. Are you enjoying your cell? I had it assembled just for you. Gloat all you like, cousin. Your victory may be short-lived. Your pathetic little army may have carried you thus far, but if you think that you can challenge the core systems, you're sadly mistaken. Our glorious army will grind your restoration to a bloody pulp. Save me the lecture and tell me what you are doing on Anvelt. Your father rules the Directorate. You should be in a tower somewhere, not on a dusty little moon guarding a smuggling ship. Smuggling ship? Is that what Croesus thought the New Grange was? Is that what he told you? Oh, you poor dear fool. I would tell you what you've just done, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll find out for yourself soon enough. I can tell you what the New Grange is now. A smoldering heap of scrap metal. Good job protecting her, by the way. Sooner or later, we'll face off again, McWire. And when that day comes, I will shear your cockpit in two. Victoria, I loved you like a sister, and you betrayed me. Your father held a knife to my back, and you helped him push it in. I need to understand why. If you'd ever really listened to him, you'd already know. He tried to teach you, cousin, to set you on the path to strength and prosperity, but you spat on his efforts and forced his hand, and mine along with it. Forced your hand? Mastiff is dead because of you. Our mentor, the man who taught you to pilot a mech, you put him in a camp and left him to rot. Thousands of Aurigan dead lie piled at your feet. The price of strength in our nation's future. For the glory of a reach I'd paid 100 times over. You seem to be confusing wanton cruelty for strength. They aren't the same thing. The destruction of your lance should have taught you that. Little Lord Madeira. Still my cousin's favorite pet, I see. I wonder if that pretty jaw of yours is as fragile as it looks. One of these days we'll have to find out. You aren't in a great position to be making threats. Overlord is right, you aren't. And that's eating you alive, isn't it? You're a formidable mech warrior, Victoria, but that's all you are. Take away your mech and what's left? Bile and venom, and nothing else. Go on and gloat, fool. Enjoy your small victories while you can. Do you think my father hasn't planned for this? Do you think that you were winning? My capture means nothing. The jaws of our trap are already closing around your neck. You're just too blind to see it. For a genius, your old man is losing an awful lot of ground. You doubt him at your peril. My father bends everyone to his will. The Rimward Periphery nations, the successor states, everyone. You don't know what I've done for our people, the sacrifices I've had to make. You understand nothing and you never will. You've already lost this war, cousin. You'll die screaming and your restoration will die with you. I've heard enough. Mr. Oliveira, cut off her comm. What do you want us to do with her, Lady Rono? The Argo is in a prison. She can't stay here. No, she can't. Lord Croesus lost a daughter to the Directorate, and we weren't there to help him. I can't undo that wrong, but I can give him justice. We will transfer Lady Victoria into his custody to be held until I say otherwise. Your call, Lady Rano. We'll set a course for Smithin when we're ready. Conversation's over, people. Let's get back to work. Mending fences. Lady Arano, my staff has taken Lady Espinosa into custody. She is being escorted to her cell as we speak. A kinder fate than she deserves, perhaps, but I will adhere to the terms of our arrangement. While she remains in my custody, she will not be harmed. You are an honorable man, Lord Croesus. One day I hope to earn your support. You already have it. What you've done today feels like justice, Lady Rano, of a kind I never thought I'd live to see. I owe you a debt of thanks as well, Commander XentziS. You did a yeoman's job on New Grange. She will never darken our skies again. Glad to be of service. Now let's discuss what you'll be doing for us in return. Yes, of course. Let us discuss your recompense. Your chief engineer tells me that she's found a hidden data archive on your ship, and that you need my help to open it. It sounds to be quite the mystery. More than a mystery to me, Lord Croesus. My father believed that the Argo held something of great value, but he died before he could see it. I need to know what's on that drive, and you're the only one to reach who can open it for me. Better, perhaps, that I give you the means to open it yourself. I will have a device sent to your ship, an electronic codebreaker of advanced design. Given enough time, it'll chew through any encryption, even yours. That's a hell of a toy, Lord Croesus. Quite. Lady Rana's father found it in the possession of a Commissar Precentor who had died in Regan's space. What she was doing with it, I'll never know. What I do know is that High Lord Tamati would want you to have this, Kamea. He'd be quite proud of a leader you've become. Thank you, Lord Croesus. Simon, it means more to me than I can say. Speaking of proud fathers, do you have any news to share about your son? Has his condition improved since last we spoke? Somewhat, my lady. Otto's road to recovery will be long and difficult. The Directorate did something to his mind on Weldry. I still don't have a clear picture of what, but the damage is both physical and mental. In truth, I fear that my boy has been damaged irreparably and that the Otto I knew is gone, but I cling to the hope that someday the son that I remember will return to me. He will, Simon. I know it. Otto is young and strong, and House Croesus is nothing if not resilient. I'm afraid that I must take my leave of you now. I have forces to marshal and plans to make, but please keep me apprised of Otto's condition. I will, my lady. Farewell to you, and know that you have earned the support of House Croesus. What you've done today doesn't erase the past, but perhaps we can still write the course of our people's future. For my part, I am willing to try. Thank you, Lord Croesus, and welcome to the Restoration. Together we will fix what my uncle has broken. I swear it.
That mech you wanted is back online.
And I think that is it for today's video. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize again for the inconvenience and change in the order of the videos. If I could have done it over and gotten that video uploaded one way or another, I would have. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. But again, if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the new setup, because I'll be making some adjustments as time goes on. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow for the next episode, where we'll go back to our original run and we'll see how the mission really turned out. Thank you. Bye.